told Ty to cover Brian and no one to cover, yeah. That's the story I'm hearing.
Abby didn't tell me that.
But I'm also hearing from this one that Corbin told him to cover Corbin, not you.
Abby didn't do nothing wrong. I just walked down here. Corbin was like, hey, bro.
Dude, I'm telling her what I was just told by someone that was not fact, because I already have her and you telling me something completely different.
I'm just covering Abby. Anywho.
Abby's amazing. Have a wonderful lunch, darling.
More importantly,
your face is beautiful.
Remember when you told Brian and I that you were going to lynch us?
What? Did you look it up?
What do you mean did I look it up?
Did you look up like the whole thing?
No, but like, do you remember saying that?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Okay, I'll never say it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that word lynch, like I would much appreciate it if it was taken out of your vocabulary, left in a dictionary, like not again.
I appreciate you telling me.
Not even thought of.
And not being mad at me. You're not mad at me?
No, I think I kind of am mad actually, because in hindsight, that's like not like of all the words, like lynch. No, nope.
Okay, I will never, ever, ever say it again. I apologize. I honestly don't even think like that. And so sometimes it's stupid. My brain gets stupid, but I will make a conscious effort not to be stupid, okay? Because I agree with you.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That sometimes my brain is stupid?
I don't know. You seem kind of blasé about the fact that you just said like, because like in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, I think I kind of was right to like draw a KKK comparison, because like lynch, like of all the words you could have used,
even think about it.
Of all the words you could have used to say like, what are you gonna do to us? Lynch, especially to like your black associate, and then you're like my manager, so there's like a whole power dynamic thing going on as well.
I apologize. I will never say it again. Did not mean anything by it or anything like that. I think you're amazing. I think every single one of my black associates are amazing.
That doesn't sound genuine to me.
Really? Shannon is like one of my besties. You kidding me? We call each other and talk to each other for hours.
And what if I told Miss Shannon that you told one of your black associates that you were gonna lynch him?
Then she would tell me I'm an idiot.
Are you sure those are the only words she would use?
I don't know.
Because we could inform Miss Shannon on my part and be like, yo, Miss Becca out here like kind of wilding out. Like, you can't be talking like that.
And I said I was sorry and that I wouldn't do it again.
Alright.
So, what else do you want me to say? I did not mean to be negative. I did not mean anything like that.
I don't know.
You know me.
I don't know you like that. I know your version of you at work.
Okay.
I know Becca's a manager. But I also know that you're like an adult, like an older person that knows like lynch is like not something you just kind of throw around like that, especially for like a black person, given the country's history. It's a very particular term. It's like if you were to say like instead of hit, whip, like what? Of all the words?
I didn't mean it in any negative concept towards you and towards your race. If you would like even more fun, believe it or not, I actually do have black. You can't see it because I'm like freaking albino and ridiculous in my ancestry.
Are you really saying that?
No, I am actually truthful.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm saying it's like the most useless thing to say.
Okay. I'm talking to you on a personal level, letting you know things about my personal life and my personal history.
And that's irrelevant.
Just talking to you.
That's irrelevant.
I'm not going to say anything.
That's irrelevant.
Any further.
That's irrelevant.
Negative.
Like, I don't care if you work with black people, if Shannon is your black friend, like, don't use her in this. I don't care if you have some black ancestry. It doesn't really make anything right at all.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to go say, oh, there's an Asian person in my ancestry, so I'm going to say whatever derogatory term I want to like, about them, and I'm to a degree excused because I have that ancestry.
I'm not saying I'm excused. I apologize. And
but the fact that you mentioned it,
serious.
though, it's like, what was the point of even mentioning that? Like, what? That's irrelevant.
I'm letting you know about my family history.
Which is irrelevant.
Okay. What do you want me to do, Dimitri? What do you want from me? I told you I'm sorry. I will not say it again. I did not mean anything by it. I agree it was stupid. I was not thinking. I was not thinking in that concept.
I would love if you made your feelings public.
What do you mean?
Like, if you inform the other managers of the way you speak and how you'd like to reform that.
Okay, Dimitri, that's ridiculous.
How is that ridiculous, though? I mean, I can inform them.
whatever you wish.
All right.
I have already apologized to you. I did not mean it in the way that you took it at all. I will not say anything like that further.
But it seems that you're apologizing with the expectation that it'll be like accepted in some kind of way. But like I don't like that's not necessarily something that's
Come
gonna
in the
happen.
office. Come on.
That's not necessarily something that's gonna happen. Like especially if you use a certain term, like a person doesn't have to accept that. I think I have the right to feel how I feel.
That person wasn't married.
Yes, dear.
Well, still you, Leo.
Can you leave the office for a second?
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
can, yes, ma'am.
What do you gotta leave though? Why does anyone have to leave the office? In fact,
Because I was asked to.
Because of your privacy.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if more people leave.
Okay. Go ahead and go in. The door's empty, by the way. Okay. It's gonna be that way until he's done telling me whatever he wants to tell me, yelling at me however he wishes. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna yell at you. I
Say whatever you want.
I don't yell at people. Like that's not something that I've done in the past. Not something that I'll start doing now. But like, you don't think that's something you'd make like more public? Like oh, this is how I spoke to my associate. It didn't go over well at all, and I would like everyone to know like that I'm gonna move in a different direction because I'm like it's I don't know. It feels a little bit too like low key, like just like brush under the rug, moving on. But that's not how I feel about it. I'm like, nah, you can't, because if you don't know,
I accidentally said something that offended him when I wasn't thinking and I was playing around. I told both of the boys because they took extended breaks that it was stupid on my part, like completely stupid, but it did offend him. I said that I was going to lynch them, and because of his ancestry, he's upset by it.
I think I have the right to feel any kind of way
And
about
that's
that.
perfectly fine for him to be upset. I have apologized. I did not mean it in that manner, in any manner like that. And he's still upset about it, which is perfectly fine, perfectly understandable. Again, did not mean it like that. You can be upset. That's okay.
Yeah, but you like your tone, condescension, and then the way you're just kind of like moving along, like, oh, well, I'm sorry. And then the fact that you felt the need to bring up that I have black ancestry, like, that's irrelevant. Like,
I was talking to you about my life.
exactly, a part of your life that wasn't relevant to the situation because I can feel however I feel, no matter if, like, because why would you even bring that up anyways? Like, and then you bring up that, oh, Shannon is your friend. Who cares Shannon is your friend? If Shannon were to hear that you spoke to your black associate in that way, that you want to lynch him, how would she feel about that? I would love to know. Miss Shannon, how would she feel?
That's between you and Miss Shannon. If you would like to talk to her about it, go ahead.
But you're supposed to bring her up, so why?
Because Shannon's one of my best friends.
And how is that relevant?
It was an example of how I didn't even think like that and how I didn't mean it like that. How you took it. And I apologize. It was bad words. I did not mean it like that.
But you're
That's
like
the
you're a
only
grown
thing I
adult.
can say.
You're like an adult though. Like I won't give you that. Like
Okay.
maybe if you were like in 3rd or 2nd grade, but you're a grown woman that grew up in the United States of America. I didn't even fully grow up here.
Not
So you know full and well.
Not everybody is as sensitive about the topic because they're just not even thinking, especially when joking around and just not thinking. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you, and that's why I apologize, because I do feel bad. It was a stupid word on my part. I did not mean to offend you. You're okay to be offended. I'm perfectly fine with you being upset because I understand it upsets you, and I'm okay with that because I upset you. It was me being stupid, and I admit I was wrong and I was stupid, and I apologize for that. That's all I can tell you. The stupid word came out of my mouth stupidly. You don't want to hear anything. You don't want to listen. I
You're
don't
making
know
that
what to
assumption.
tell you.
You're making
I
that
don't,
assumption.
because anything that I say, you're just saying that it's not relevant. So
I said
don't know
particular
how to
things weren't
help you.
relevant. The way you try to like drag in a black friend, you saying you work with black people, that doesn't matter. I'm a black person that you work with, and you still said that.
Mhm.
And then you bring up your ancestry as if it would in some way lessen the severity of what you said.
Mhm.
Doesn't at all, like in any way, because
not
I mean,
trying
when
to lessen anything.
then
I admitted
if
I
that
was
wasn't the goal, then it wouldn't have been said to begin with.
Okay.
And also, I'm like, you seem like you're trying to like just keep things low key, brush under the rug. even like bringing me to this office when I was like, shoot, if you're gonna tell me this, why don't you tell it to like Javier or Jerry or like any of the managers that you're out here like messing up, talking to your associates in a way you really shouldn't be at all, like ever, like not even crossing your mind.
If you want to go talk to them, that is completely up to you. That is your right. You can say whatever you want to whoever you want. That is your right, and that's perfectly fine.
But
I'm not going to treat you any differently no matter what you say to me, no matter what you say to them. I'm going to treat you the exact same as I treat everyone else.
I could go speak to them.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also as well, you know, you could also hold yourself to like a higher standard and be like, hey, you know, let us managers get together. This is what I've done. This is how I'm reflecting upon it. This is how I'm like changing from this point onwards. But being like really low key about it, that's like
Well, I'm
red
a
flag.
manager as well, but yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not really trying to be
Yeah, I
low
think
key
she
about
just wants to
anything.
have a
They're
conversation.
not here for me to even discuss anything with right now or anything like that. If you would like me to call Coach Ray in here, if you would like another manager, I can.
Yeah, I actually would like to talk to another manager like
Okay.
about that.
Ray,
Yeah, I think this
Can you
just
come to
was
100,
the way I
please?
took it anyway. It's a quiet place for you guys to continue your conversation off the floor.
exactly, because you're not supposed to have conversations having to do with emotions or difficult things on the floor in front of the customers. Because your business, you're upset, anything like that, it's none of the customer's business.
I don't even mind if the customer hurts.
Okay.
Well,
I think that equals transparency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like mulling over it on the during my lunch. I'm like,
Okay.
that's not it. This is not it. Like, why am I tolerating this? Like, maybe it's because like there's like a power dynamic at play.
No, I don't feel any power over you.
Well, it doesn't have to be verbally said. Between any manager and an associate, there's an intense like imbalance of power that affects any interaction,
Okay.
whether it's implicit or explicit.
Okay. Well, Ray's coming. He is coming, so you can
Alright.
speak with him.